What's up, my good people? I'm gonna just get right into it. You see the gear, so you know what this video is gonna be about. My guys got eliminated from playoff contention by the Miami Heat in 5 games, 4-1, my Atlanta Hawks. Oh, hold on. First of all, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel, because I'm gonna give you everything you need. So, my boys got eliminated. Took me a couple days to process the season, what I think should happen next, and just about my team overall. Now, I said on Twitter, of course, I do have Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, the same name as my YouTube, Rogers did. I said before the playoffs started, I said these guys don't deserve to make the playoffs just because of the way that they played throughout the regular season, coming off of an Eastern Conference Finals berth. And if Trae Young wouldn't have sprained his ankle on that official, they would have been playing the Phoenix Suns for the NBA championship. But that's neither here nor there. It's new year, new season. Okay, fast forward. 5-game losing streak, 5-game winning streak, 10-game losing streak, and we just kept going on and on and on. Inconsistent at best. You know, defense was not there. Keep in mind, at the end of the season last year, the Hawks was ranked number 14 or 17 in defense. It's like middle of the road. Middle of the road, you can possibly win it all. So, they got to the East Conference Final with that defense. Fast forward to this season, they were ranked at the bottom half, the bottom third, like 26, 25. By the time the playoffs started, they had moved up to about 17, pretty much about the same way they were, you know. But in order for them to do anything going forward, I'm just going to skip right into it. I feel like a lot of the guys that they brought back, they should not have brought back. I understand why they brought them back. They just made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So you signed everybody back that was here on the roster. Now, I've always said on Twitter they need a legitimate number 2 to pair with Trae, whether that be a shooting guard or a big man. Myself personally, at first, I wanted Karl-Anthony Towns. But after watching him in the playoffs, I don't know. I'm not really sure. And then I just feel like, I don't know if I want them to sign a shooting guard. But I feel like we need to have 2 stars in Atlanta. Gotta be 2 stars. Can't be another role player, because if you think about it, if you look up and down this roster, there's only like 3, maybe 4 is pushing it that can start on another team. And that's Trae, that's Capella, maybe DeAndre Hunter, and maybe Bogey and John Collins. That's like possible 4 or 5 people off the roster. Everybody else is role players coming off the bench, getting 15 or so minutes a game. So that's not going to really cut it when you get down to the grand scheme of things of trying to win it all or get back to the Eastern Conference Finals and possibly making it to the finals at best. So I feel like another guard that can create his own shot, that can also create for other people. Because if you look at the playoffs, with Miami was doubling and triple teaming Trae Young, and nobody else was doing anything. Everybody just standing in place, hoping Trae was going to tricky dribble his way to help them get a wide open shot. You know, because really the only 2 people on the floor, really on the whole roster that can possibly create their own shot off the dribble is Bogey. Every now and then, DeAndre Hunter. And that's it. Everybody else is so dependent on Trae Young to create a shot for them, whether it be a wide open 3, whether it be a lob for Capella or a lob for John Collins, or a mid-range shot. So you can't continue to do the isolation basketball, the ISO Joe, as I like to call it. You can't win that way. If you look at all the other teams that are still in the playoffs, they have 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if you're Philly, The whole starting five can handle the ball from the top of the key and create their own shot. All the other teams that 1 through 4 can take somebody off the dribble. And the Hawks don't have that. That's what they need. That's priority number 1. I don't care if he can't really defend. Got to be able to defend a little bit. But I feel like they need a shooting guard to pair with Trae, to possibly get Trae out the ball a little bit, kind of mix it up. If you get a star guard, you're not going to be able to double and triple Trae Young because you're worried about that shooting guard that's going to hurt you even more. So that's what I think they should do as far as the players. I look on Twitter, everybody wants to fire Nate McMillan. Me, myself personally, I'm the type of fan where I feel like players make coaches and not the other way around. That's just the way I feel. A lot of people feel like coaches make players, great players. I don't see that because the coach ain't on the floor. If you look at all these so-called great coaches, look up and down their roster and see how many potential Hall of Famers that they have on that roster. You know, that's just the way I feel about it. The players make the coaches great. Yeah, the coaches got to do the X's and O's, but the players have to execute that. It just, you know, that's just how I feel about it. I think the players are more in control of whether who wins or loses, basically. So that's just the way I feel. I feel like Nate shouldn't be fired. He just signed a contract, 4 or 5 year contract. Like it's not good business to go around firing head coaches every year at the All-Star break. That just doesn't make sense. You're not going to never attract, if he's not the guy, you're never going to attract a star coach if they feel like, well, if it's not going good in year 2 of the All-Star break, I'm going to get fired. That's not the way it works. You got coaches that's been in the league that have been coaching for 13, 14 years, and they didn't make the playoffs every year. Sometimes you have a down year. I feel like Nate's the right guy for the job. I feel like he's going to make adjustments, but I do feel like he needs to tweak his coaching staff. Some of those guys that's on the coaching staff need to go. Just period. I think they just need to revamp the coaching staff and get these guys on the same page that they were on when they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, when he took over, when they were playing defense, when they were talking on defense. If we look this year, they weren't really talking on defense. Guys were just ushering the man to the wide open layups. And if you just can't win that way, you got to play defense to win in the NBA. I'm sorry, just the way it is. If you look at all the past NBA champions, yeah, they might have been number 1 or 2 in offense. But if you look at their defensive rankings, they were always at the top 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 in defense. Defense wins championship in football and basketball. It's just the way it goes. So this is my first video about my Atlanta Hawks. I'm gonna make some more videos about what I think they should do when I find out like who's the free agents or possible trades or what we can do in the off season to start next season. But right now, I just wanted to tell you what I thought about my guys being eliminated from the playoffs. I was hurt. I was upset. Now that I calmed down, I can come on here and tell y'all how I really feel about my Atlanta Hawks. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on this video, and this won't be the last time you see my face. Peace.